this minister was in charge of immigration when population growth went up 300%. He single-handedly destroyed our immigration system, overcrowding housing, our job market, and our healthcare system. Then they moved him over to housing, where he delivered the most expensive housing costs in Canada's history and in all of the G7. And as a punishment for all of this failure, the Liberal Prime Minister now appoints him to be in charge of crime. So
Amazing.
You can imagine the results you will get. And what have they done together ever since? They have they haven't done nothing. They've done worse than nothing. They have obstructed action. Obstructionism by the Liberal Party to keep in place the failed laws that are unleashing chaos on our streets. Conservatives said in the spring, right after the election, let us immediately reverse catch and release Liberal laws and lock up the criminals that the guy had been turning free. Instead, the Prime Minister said, let's go on vacation. And what has been the consequence of that decision? Real human costs. In Kelowna, 15 people were arrested 1,300 times in 1 year. That's almost 100 arrests per offender per year. In Penticton, there's one guy named Levi who does so much crime that police told me that when he's out of prison, he raises the crime rate for the entire city. One guy. In
That's
Vancouver,
crazy.
40 offenders were arrested 6,000 times.
This is crazy. One thing I've noticed though, I don't know much about Pierre Poilievre. It seems to me that he speaks the truth. And one thing I know, people don't like hearing the truth. They would rather hear a lie. They would rather be manipulated to a lie because it's comfortable, right? And that's what the Liberal government sells. They sell emotions. And who are the people that are emotionally? Women. Women are very emotional, right? So they sell this false love, this caring for people and this feeling people's pain and suffering and they manipulate you to vote for them. Isn't that insane that you think you can feel someone else's pain? That's amazing to me, right? Guess who else are emotional? Males. Because males are being raised by their mother and their mothers are imposing onto them. So they become emotional just like their mothers. And they end up voting for these liberal Democrat parties because they're like, oh, I feel for you. I love you. It's fake love that does not exist because it's a feeling and not realizing that you're living in the thoughts because women live in their thoughts. And because your mother imposed on you, she dragged you into hell with her. And now you think just like a woman. That's kind of crazy, right? And because of that, they sell you these feelings and get you to vote for them. People are committing crime at a high. And guess what? Oh, if you lock them up, give them longer sentences, that's not going to change anything. Let's let them out. Let's show them love. Let's show them that we care. You can't change people. People won't change that way. You can't even change yourself. How are you going to change other people? That's kind of crazy to me, right? But I didn't know that the same government that was in charge of immigration was in charge of housing and that was in charge of crime. The same person that opened up the border, well, he was directed. He was probably got directed by the leaders or Congress to vote on this and said, listen, or caucus, whatever you want to call it, and said, listen, we're just going to take in immigrants, illegal ones, refugees, whatever. We're just going to take them in. Because guess what? We love them, just like a mother. The father would punish the kid, strictly the kid, show him like this is how it should be. The mother will bail the kid out, showing the kid love. But guess what? The mother doesn't love the kid. The mother is only pretending to love the kid. So the kid would get attachment to her because she's looking for love. And to get the love, she has to seems like she have love and corrupt the kid. See what I'm saying? So they open up the border, corrupt the nation, because these people are coming in. They don't have your belief. They hate white people. They have no love for you. They don't respect you. But white people, you guys are taking these people you're taking the immigrants and all these people in your country out of guilt and resentment, and because you don't want to be called racist. See what I'm saying? And the same guy is now was in charge of housing. So he bring all of these immigrants and illegal people and illegal alien in the country. It drive up the cost of everything, because if you have more people, it's going to cost more production. And if there's less job, guess what? Price of everything is going to go up, right? And now they put him into crime. And now this guy passed a bill to say, if you spill hate, it can be considered as a crime. If it's against any symbols, or if you have a symbol in protest, it could be considered a crime. So that's a very, very fine line, right? Because you can be protesting at Put Canada First, protesting against the Muslim people that's in your country, because these Muslim people hate you. They have no love for you. They hate white people because you're supporting, you're bombing their country, and now you open up harm, say welcome. You're introducing your enemy into your harms, and that is not love. You're inviting them in your country to just kill you. That's pretty much what you're doing, right? Because they're the ones having most of the kids. They're the one that's gonna teach their kids their religion, and these kids are going to grow up and have more kids, and they're going to populate you, the white people that build this country. And guess what happened? You become the minority and they become the majority, and they're going to end up in government because they were raised with certain belief, and their mother is going to impose on them. So it's a double whammy for you. You're over with, and you don't even realize it, right? And if you should have a rally or a protest against these people that are in your country, and that the government is not putting you first, and the government is sending your money left and right while Canada needs it, and you go and protest against these things, and you say the truth, even though it's the truth, it's a hate crime against Muslim or illegal aliens or against blacks that are doing dumb stuff. Because black people hate you too. Even though white people is black people's greatest ally, black people hate you too, because you were the slave owners, which is kind of crazy. But, right? If you speak out against them, they can category your talk or what you say as hate, and now you're a criminal. Very fine lining, right? So the government is telling you they want full control, which is communist. Canada is already a communist country, part capitalism, but communism. And now they're telling you that they want full control over you. It's kind of crazy to me. And Canadians vote for this. So shout out to you, Canadians. You guys are amazing. Not really. But you got what you vote for. But I wish you well, right? I wish you well. Let me know what you guys think.